Hey Peaches, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading as it pertains to love and relationships. I am using the Sun and Moon Tarot and Botanical Inspirations. And at the end of each, I will be doing pick a card, 3 more cards using Sacred Geometry activations. Stack 1 is the deer, stack 2 is the baby chick, stack 3 is the badger. They're timestamped below. This is a general reading for the collective, so if you'd like a private reading with no one else's energy involved, I offer those through email, and my Etsy page is linked below, and I have it set to where you can design your own reading, and you can control how big or small it is, which helps you control the price. And it helps you, it's fun to use your intuition and decide which decks have a message for you. If you hear something that helps you, please give me a like. If you hear something that you feel like is going to help someone else, please share it with them. And if you want to keep up with me every Saturday, please subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, those of you who chose stack 1 or chose the deer, your botanical inspiration of the week is Garden Heliotrope, Devotion and Dreams Fulfilled. And the quote says, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Eleanor Roosevelt. All right, you have the Princess of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, the overall energy coming off of this spread is like a relief and an unburdening. I'm just feeling like, it's like a redirect from staring at your feet and now you're looking up at the sun. It's like seeing a positive future after a dark time. The energy of Judgment is all about rebirth, coming back to life, spring after a dormant winter, morning, the dawn after a dark night or a long night. With these two, the reverse Princess of Pentacles and the reverse 10 of Wands, it feels like a release of rigidity, and uprooting. Okay, you know what reminds me of, I don't know if any of you, if you read like the Ramona Quimby books, children's books from Beverly Cleary, but there's an incident where she gets these brand new boots and she wears them to school and she stomps in this mud puddle and they get stuck, right? And so she had to be lifted out to be freed, but they lift her out of the boots and the boots stick. So it's like in order to break free from something cementing you down, you do have to surrender something. And with the reverse Princess of Pentacles and this Garden Heliotrope, there is like a surrendering of a rigid ideal of exactly how a certain relationship must play out in the physical. It's like it must be this person, it must be in this order, it must look this way. Where with the reverse 10 of Wands and Judgment, that way might not be the best for your growth. It might be one of those be careful what you wish for instances where you might be really hung up on something that will hold you back in the long run, or will like curtail your growth and keep you stuck and keep you from having to expand and evolve and level up in some way. It's just going to keep you on the same level. And opening your heart and your hands to what the universe has to offer you may actually blow your mind and blow your socks off if you aren't fixated on a limited vision of a specific outcome. So focus on rather a very concrete and specific scenario. Focus more on the feeling that you want the outcome. I want to feel this way. And then that kind of like blows open the possibilities of what that looks like and how that can come to you. So go ahead and choose, set your intention for whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 will have your message, and let me tune in. All right, card 1. It all sounds kind of very law of attraction, doesn't it? All right, card 1. Consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up. so that we can include them in our reality. Exactly. Expand that idea. This deck is kind of sticky today. Card 2. Root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Card 3. Oh my. I think I got it all. There is some, okay, so I was talking about being, focused on the ground and then refocusing up. So there's a sense to where being grounded does free you up to do that. Because there's, like I was saying, it's like there's a sense of relief or a sense of setting something down and being unburdened. So it's like leveling up Maslow's hierarchy. This is focusing on those fundamental things, not having to look at the ground anymore because that needs all of your attention in order to be held in place and controlled, but having all of that taken care of and having that solidity beneath you so you can look away and look up. It's like having that solid foundation beneath you so that you can reach for more and expand that consciousness. Anyway, card 3, romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. All right. Like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you next Saturday. Thank you. Okay, those of you who chose stack 2 or chose the little baby chick, your botanical inspiration this week is the white rose, new start and wisdom. The quote is, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom, Aristotle. Okay, you have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. Okay. So the white rose in this deck is akin to the lotus flower of Eastern thought. It denotes enlightenment, awakening, a fresh start with expanded wisdom, greater awareness of the bigger picture, the cyclic nature, the spiraling Ouroboros-like nature of your romantic life in particular, since that's what we're talking about here. Though with these two, the Moon and the Hermit being major arcana, there's a sense to where it's going to flow into other areas and shed light on the tendrils that connect all of those aspects, and that your life as a whole, and that you'll be able to see that there really isn't a separation, and that a fulfilling love life, a fulfilling romantic life, a fulfilling partnership emerges from a fulfilling internal life. And that's really the key word here, is emerge, emerging, emergent, the path to a new start. Whether it's a new relationship altogether or like the next chapter of your existing one, this week is going to involve getting outside of yourself. The 9 of Pentacles, allow others to help you or to help another. Will be willing to depend on another for something and be open and be willingness to be vulnerable. The Hermit, be open to the wisdom of others and share ideas. Be willing to be wrong. Be teachable. With the Moon, reveal a secret. Allow yourself to be seen. Be emotionally naked and honest. Let someone into that secret garden. Be very clear about what you want. Mostly clear with yourself, and then communicate that. You can't really get needs met if you don't know what they are, right? It sucks to be with someone when your goal, when all you want, when you love them so much that all you want is for them to be happy, and they have no idea what that means for themselves. Then the partner who just wants them to be happy follows them through their labyrinth and goes insane. So you need to know how to connect with your happiness first, and to know how to communicate that, and to know what your needs are. And while this does ask you to trust, it's mostly asking you to trust yourself, because it's like you know the path now. It's like it's going back in this with the spiral energy. It's like, Monopoly, pass go and collect your $200, and then you get to go around again, wealthier, knowing the lay of the land, wiser, more wealthy in terms of self-knowledge, and then the relationship can grow out of that more fertile and wealthy soil, and that more being more in tune with yourself. It puts you in a healthier position to build and to grow and to have a fresh start, whether you're starting fresh with a brand new person or whether you're in a relationship that needs a fresh start, that you need to start over with someone. You'll do that better having been around the block with yourself. All right, let me tune in. Set your intention for whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 will have your message, and let me tune in. Okay, card 1. The root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well in the physical world. So that's going to be connecting with that 9 of Pentacles energy and feeling very confident and rooted in your own self-knowledge. Okay, card 2, Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. That is very Lotus-like, isn't it? That's all kind of very enlightenment, realization that we're all one and we're all connected. And realizing your patterns and how they connect to each other. Card 3, Earth. So Gaia and root chakra and Earth, very similar. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. All right, guys, like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you next Saturday. Thank you. Okay, those of you who chose stack 3 or chose the Badger, your botanical inspiration this week is Amaryllis, determination and creative achievement. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Maya Angelou. Okay, you have the 9 of Wands. They're calling it strength. Oh, you got 4. You got an extra. You got a bonus. Princess of Wands in reverse. 6 of Wands, or victory. And the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. They're calling it success. But it's in reverse. So, okay. This feels really specific. I have a feeling not too many chose this stack because it's like I'm getting like one really clear-cut story, okay? The 9 of Wands is very connected to this Amaryllis energy. It's full of focus and determination in the face of challenge. The challenge to show up one last time, one final victory in being able to face adversity, a challenge. And there is victory shown here with this 6 of Wands. In fact, it says victory, but I would have said that anyways. This is a victory that you share with others. It's visible, it's public, it's supported, okay? But with these two right here, be mindful of your motives, your intentions, your integrity right now. I feel like if you are flaunting, competing, not sharing credit, not being authentic, that will be seen and that will be very obvious. It will be glaring to others. It will be noted. It will be noticed. And so this right here is kind of a jealous energy around you. And I feel like because you are so visible right now and shining so brightly, there could be rivals or competitors that emerge from the sidelines competing for the person that you're into or that you have your sights on. And I do see you winning that attention and shining through and kind of outshining the other if and when you are focused on yourself and your creative goals. When you are following your creative passions, focused on your creative goals, rather than outdoing the other person and just trying to outshine them, that looks kind of icky and that kind of dulls your shine. And so it's talking about being truly, honestly, and authentically yourself and reaching and shining and blossoming towards what it is that you want in your life, independent of this other person. Then that kind of like that creates an attraction, that creates something that's like, oh, I want to be a part of that, rather than, I don't know if I want to be with this person that all they care about is knocking other people down, or it's like they're not complete or fulfilled without someone, and I don't want to be that someone. It's like, no, they're really passionate about something, they're talented, they're all these things, and I want that. Does that make sense? It seems like it's really short, but I'm feeling like I don't need to elaborate. Like, point taken, because it's really specific and really clear for one person, and so I don't feel the need to ramble on. Go ahead and set your intentions, whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 will have your message, and let me tune in. Okay, card 1. Change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Card 2. Healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay. Card 3, consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. All right, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll talk to you next Saturday. Thank you.